14-8, 14-1,
GT. All right, appreciate everybody coming out to Thunder RC today. Pretty good turnout. What do we have? 19 total entries. Only bad thing is, I hate to say it, we have 3 weeks to the next race. April 3rd. April 3rd is our next race. Winter Champs is next weekend for off-road. Then it's Easter weekend, and we will not race that Sunday. And April 3rd is the next race. Yeah, I know. I'm working on that. No. Easter weekend's completely off. So I will not be here. Like I said, do appreciate everybody coming out. Like a good turnout, and hopefully starting in April. Porsche Cup, I'm going to get 10 more bodies in hopefully this week. I'll make sure if you guys want some, I will have them hopefully by Wednesday. The Porsche Cup race, I'm going to try to get the schedule up for April, May, June, July, and August, so you guys will know which 3 weekends to run. And I think we're going to do that with 3 weekends a month, and 2 of them count towards the point series a month. So you'll have to run 10 races, but 2 a month count. Whichever 2 you run best. Your best 2 runs out of the 3 for that month. The gravity tires, it's basically GT with the Porsche HPI Turbo Porsche 911 body. Nah. Like the one on the track. The one on the Porsche on the track. There's only one Porsche on the track. No, that's not. No, the one with the green and blue body out there. No. What, is that a Porsche? No, that's blue and yellow. That's green and blue. That's yellow. Blue, red, and green. So, you must run a Porsche to run the points. So, all right, let's line them up before you break them. Oh my gosh. Steve Keithy on the point because Justin Lyons has been banned for this weekend from racing for racing a 17.5. Yes. So the second bump back there, Steve, a little bit further right there. And then Myron bringing it in second. Tim Moore, third qualifier. Wes with fourth qualifier. After coming in late today, got a good run in. James in fifth. Patrick in sixth. And Carl mirroring his, push the Porsche back a little bit. And then yep. Now pull the Camaro off the wall there. Get him in line. And then the other Camaro. All right. So this is the GT main. Justin, you have to marshal. We got someone. Eric's marshaling. Hey, Daryl, why don't you grab over here? Oh, 6 minutes. Get over it. It's 6 minutes. It's GT. No, it's not. It says you may run 6 or 8 minutes. Yeah, I know. And when you show up regularly, you get a vote. All right, drivers. GTA Main on the tone for 6 minutes. On the tone, drivers, less than 5. Ooh, and they're off. Oh, Tim taking it to the wall and then to poor Wes. Up at the front, it's Myron and Steve with the Porsche in third. Oh, Steve drives underneath Myron. Wrong spot, wrong time. Steve with the Ferrari, I believe. McLaren? Okay, McLaren. Myron in the Camaro. And then the Porsche, the GT40, the Camaro, another Camaro, and the Nissan Datsun. Up at the front, though, it is Steve Keithy, followed by Myron. Myron taps. Going to let Tim take over second. Tim in the GT40 in that teal ride. Carl trying to put pressure on the Porsche of James Horner. Myron now sitting in that third spot.
5 minutes
Steve
left.
taps. Oh, mass calamity. Who comes out of it but Myron? Oh, he gets fendered. Steve backs off a little bit. Lets Myron take the lead solidly. See if Steve can chase him back down. Tim falls to fifth. So it is Myron out in the lead in the blue, white, and dark blue, followed by the McLaren. Then the Camaro, GT40, Porsche, and the Nissan. Datsun, okay, I'll go with Datsun. Myron trying to stretch it out now. The gap, 0.8 last lap. Let's see what it is this lap. 0.9, and Myron pulls off another 10th. Steve trying to find those 11-second laps he had earlier in the qualifiers. As Myron goes 11-8.
4 minutes left.
I think Myron put that motor in Justin's car just to get Justin disqualified so he could win. Myron really stretching it out on Steve now. 2.4 is the gap. Closest bat on the track, Wes about a second behind James. So Wes in the Nissan, James in the Porsche. Myron works his way past Sean. Sean in that 7th place. Carl bouncing off the walls there. Tim in that 3rd place. So Tim getting a little bit of breathing room right now. The gap was 1.7 for Carl behind Tim. Tim 2.5 behind Steve. Oh, trouble for Steve. Tim closing in on him. Watching the chicane. Easy in the chicane. Easy in the chicane. Oh, the sweeper. Trouble for the Porsche of James Horner. He's got the leader coming up behind him.
3 minutes left.
Oh, the Porsche upside down rolls it. Oh, and then body tucks it. Body tuck. Watch the straight. Go low, go low, go low, go low, go low, go low, go low. Tim low. Tim low. On the straightaway. I know. Oh my gosh. Carl gets around Tim onto the straightaway. Takes over that 3rd spot. Your leader coming in through the chicane, through the short straight, past Porsche corner, through the crosstown, into the bus stop, onto the straightaway. Myron stretching it out on Steve as Carl starting to set his sights on Steve. 2.7 is the gap. Last lap, Carl now 2.4 back. Carl finally getting that big muscle car Camaro to chase down Steve as he works around a back marker the hard way. Oh, Myron spun around backwards in the sweeper. Oh, and I think James, Marshall in front of the driver's stand, Marshall in front of the driver's stand, Marshall, Daryl. I know you're old, but hustle. Oh my gosh, Steve Trouble works his way through the chicane. I think that gave Carl position. No, Carl back to third. Easy, Patrick. That is third lapping you. You're not racing him. Oh, Tim just comes in there and peels poor Patrick. So Carl and Steve fighting it out for second and third.
1 minute left.
Let's see where Tim is. Tim just up a corner on Wes there. So that is a battle. Oh, Wes puts it into the chicane as he's trying to chase down Tim with 50 seconds to go. Carl gets spun by the leader. Well, we're blaming it on you. Let's see the leader coming up on second place, Steve Keithy. Let's see if he gets a clean pass on Steve. Oh, Steve hits himself out. Carl takes over second with 24 seconds to go. So the battle, second and third, through the sweeper into the infield as the leaders lap the field. Steve, a little bit more horsepower. 12 seconds to go. King Carl, hold on. Tim in that fourth spot. Wes in that fifth as he is chasing down Tim. Now Wes now about a lap behind Tim. Patrick, lap back.
Car
when you hit the
3 is
line,
done.
you're done. Myron, you're done.
Car 9 is
Carl
done.
taking home second. Steve bringing home in third. Tim in fourth.
Car
Wes
5
in
is
fifth.
done.
Sean in sixth.
7
That's
is
a race.
done.
Everybody's done. Good job, guys. So Myron takes that win. Carl a lap down. Steve only 1 second behind. Wow. Second, third, fourth, and fifth all on 28 laps. Good close racing if Myron wanted to lap the field. But no, good run for Myron after being off for a little bit. Good job, Myron. Oh, I'm number one. Oh, we got to thank his pit crew. Yeah, thanks to EA at EA Motorsports for the help on setting up Myron's TC7. Or is that the 6? 6, TC6. All right, B-main time for TC. Steve Keithy, Rick, Tim, Billy, and Brad. See if Brad, after changing the chassis between rounds, doing major overhaul to his ride. You got it, Brad? Okay. Tim trying to let the stress out of getting third place. Or no, Steve's trying to let the stress out of getting third place. Ooh. Rick out there hot lapping in the practice here. All right, drivers from last race back out there to Marshall. Drivers from last race back to Marshall. Yeah, Brad has not finished a race yet today. All right, Steve, Rick, Tim, Billy, Brad. Steve bringing up there, grab one of the second spot back. Then Rick. Should be an interesting battle between Steve and Rick. Both have hit some pretty good fast laps. Tim Moore in third. And Billy in fourth. And Brad in fifth. All right. Carl's got the chicane. Myron's got the sweeper. Patrick's got over here. We should be good to go. Drivers on the tone, less than 5. Ooh, and they're off. Ooh, through the chicane they go. Nice clean start. Rick already putting pressure on. Oh, and Rick body tucks himself trying to get around. So Rick falls to the back of the pack. Steve in second, Tim in third. Brad up to third. Tim in second. As Rick tried to push his way past Steve. Oh, Steve taps Tim to the lead. Rick off the track. Tim Moore in the lead. Steve putting all kinds of pressure on him. Brad in the catbird seat. Oh, Steve tries to go inside onto the straightaway. Tim holds on to it. He goes out wide though. Oh, Steve taps, let Brad up to second. Steve takes it hard into the chicane. Gonna let Billy up on his corner.
5 minutes left.
Oh, Steve. Tim spins it around. Brad in the lead. Take it, Brad. Run with it. Run, Brad, run. Oh, Tim drifts it through the crosstown. So Brad Norris from the back of the pack takes the lead in the all blue ride. Tim in the teal ride. Steve Keithy trying to hold on to that third place. Got Billy right behind him and Rick Worth in tow. They work their way down the straightaway. Battle for third, fourth, fifth. Billy gives a little bit of room to Rick. Lets Rick go by. Rick sets his sights on Steve. Steve traction rolls. Rick up to third now. Rick puts it up on 2 wheels coming onto the straightaway. Rick trying to hold on to a really tippy car. Steve taps Billy on his back bumper. Up at the front, it's Brad and Tim.
4 minutes left.
Brad now 1 second out on Tim as Brad changing chassis, helping his ride out, getting some more consistency. Brad goes 11.7, but it is Keithy with that fast 11.4 fast lap. Watch straight, clear. Brad coming up behind Keithy now. Your leader, the all blue ride. Tim in the teal, Rick in the white. Billy in the watermelon goes out wide. That's Keithy by in the blue and yellow. The leader right behind Billy now. Oh, Billy takes a couple bounces off the pipe, lets Brad by as Brad scrapes the sweeper wall. Oh, he trouble through the chicane for Brad. Gonna let Tim close in on him. The gap was 1.2, but Brad's got a buffer car in between them. That would be Billy. Brad with a nice tight line coming into the infield. Billy taps the pipe. Tim gets around. The gap now 1 second between the leaders. Billy 2.2 behind Steve. Steve 6 seconds behind Rick. Rick 2 seconds behind Tim. As Rick now pouring on the coals. Brad taps off to the short straight. Go low onto the straight. Low on clear. So the battle 1, 2, and 3 coming into the infield. Rick in that third spot now closing in on Tim. He's got Keithy in between. Yeah, Keithy down a lap. Rick is 8/10 behind Tim. Oh, Tim goes out wide. He taps Rick. Rick spins her back around. Brad onto the straightaway. Tim in that teal ride in that second place. Got a back marker in between him and Rick. Billy trying to close in on Keithy now too.
2 minutes left.
So Billy and Steve fighting it out for that fourth and fifth as Rick trying to close back in on Tim. Brad comes into the infield through the chicane. Cleaner run that time. 1.4 seconds is the gap between the leaders. Rick 1.1 behind Tim as Rick in that all white ride trying to close in. Oh, Tim taps. Oh, he goes to third. So Tim Tap came in, lets Rick take over second now and sets his sights on the blue car of Brad Norris. Rick's fast lap. Oh, Rick trouble in the chicane. Rick with an 11.5 fast lap. Brad with an 11.7 fast lap. So Rick just slightly faster than Brad. Brad just running a really consistent race out there. He's got Keithy behind him. Might want to let Keithy go, maybe chase him. No? Okay.
1 minute left.
I think Brad's going to keep Keithy back there and hope he breaks traffic for Rick. Brad stretching it out just maybe a little bit as Rick having that long lap through the chicane. Now 3.4 seconds back with 45 seconds to go. Oh, Keithy taps. Brad gets a little bit of breathing room to run his own lap. Body tuck, double body tuck. Both of them, yep, got it. Oh, Keithy falls behind Billy now with 30 seconds to go. So Billy in the pink and blue, green, Steve in the blue and yellow, fighting for fourth and fifth. Keithy goes inside. They pull the drag race. Oh, Billy pushes it out wide. Steve taps. Billy down to fifth. Steve taps again. 10 seconds to go. Brad in that blue, still in the lead. Oh no, Brad shut off. 4 seconds to go. Thermaled the car. Rick, you're done. Oh, Marshall, get Tim. Marshall, get Tim. Oh my gosh, Brad thermaled on the last lap. Falls to third. Lets Rick take the win. What? Oh, the CRC pinion decided to let go. I got new set screws for those.
Really? You're the man. All right, here we go. Everybody is checked. EA on point, followed by Justin. Scott is third. Daryl fourth. Robert fifth. Marshals are ready to go. Drivers are ready to go. Cool. I see. Okay, here we go. All right. 6 on the clock. Less than 5. Listen up. Whoa. Justin tries to steal one from Eric. Backs out just in time. Wow, we did a whole lap without a wreck. Good job. Well, almost a wreck, yeah. Eric down the backstretch with a 10-4. Justin in second, 11-2. Robert in third. Daryl in fourth or fifth. Scott in fourth. Daryl in fifth. EA pulling away already. Oh, Robert flips it over, drops to third. Oh, sorry, fourth. Scott's in third. Robert fourth. Daryl fifth. There we go. Justin falling 2.8 back early in the race after just 4 seconds. That's a lot to give away. Scott 1.3 behind Justin. Robert 1.4 behind Scott. Daryl 2 seconds behind Robert. So they're all nicely spread out.
5 minutes left.
With 5 to go. Leader getting ready to put his first car down a lap. That would be Daryl, who's helping him out with that. So Robert hunting on Scott now. Separation 3/10. Man, he's gained 2.5 seconds in short order. Oh, Robert looks inside, can't make it happen. Looks inside again, gives him the door. Oh, then surprises himself and chokes. Wow, that was a nice move. Scott, of course, never lifts. Never lifts. No, he never lifts. So Eric's now around third.
4 minutes left.
Justin half a track back. Let's see, 6-second separation. It's more than half a track. Scott 6 behind Justin. Robert 1.7 behind Scott. Daryl with a 19.9 is way back. Yeah. He was adjusting himself. There it goes. Yeah. Oh, Robert decides to take the short way around. And let's see, let me look at this. 11.4, I don't think so. Still 2.2 back of Scott. I'm going to say, you know. So the closest race on the track is Scott and Robert. Scott down the backstretch in the orange, Robert in the Neapolitan white, green, and blue.
3
Separation
minutes
1.8.
left.
Justin's only 8.8 behind EA, but EA is closer to Justin than Justin is to him. And Daryl's off the track again. Okay. Battle of the orange cars, not for position. Just a reminder, not for position. Oh, Justin now backwards on the track. That really lets Eric roll him in. Whoa, nice move. Oh, wow, that was... Oh, and into the penalty box. Takes out second place.
2 minutes left.
Well, let me look here. Robert is technically in front of Scott on the clock, and yep. Yeah. Well, so after being nicely evenly spaced, 4 of them were on the backstretch together, but not on the same lap. Let's see, Eric, Justin, Robert, Scott, and Daryl in that order. But nobody's really on the same lap here. Yeah, technically, Robert's 8 seconds back of Justin. Seven seconds back. 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Thankfully. Eric, Justin, Robert, Scott, Daryl. Scott has decided to dig 2 graves. "30 seconds, yeah. Brake check him. Oh, there we go. Once again, Scott pays the price for his amoral behavior. Well, it's now clear that Robert's the windshield and Scott's the bug. All right, EA got caught at the horn, 33.6 flat .8. That is a new personal best. Daryl's done, Justin's done, Robert's
Par
done.
5 is done.
EA 33.6 flat .8. That does beat his previous best by a full second. Justin had a 32.609, Robert a 31.611, Daryl a 29.607.